you know what? It does. It does look a little bit like Applebee's furniture. I've never done this before, and I have to say, I think I may have had some serious beginner's luck. I could not be more excited about what I'm about to show you because I got it for free. So this right here is a dining table with 4 chairs, and then you can see there's also a leaf for it. Now, I am obsessed with this. I think it's super cool. In video, it looks like that this is showing up kind of blue, but it's actually like a really neat, like, I don't know, emerald-ish sort of green in person. I am not 100% sure what kind of style this is. I had some like mid-century modern vibes, but the more that I look at it, I think it might be 80s. So I had such a hard time not keeping this. I'm still having a difficult time not keeping this. I was actually thrifting and I looked on Facebook Marketplace and I happened to see this listed with really horrific photos for free. And I messaged him really quickly and I lucked out, and he was about 10 minutes away from my house, and I grabbed my boyfriend. We both drove over there separately because I drive not a huge car. I have an Acura RDX, so I don't have like a ton of room in the back of my car. I definitely couldn't fit 4 chairs and an entire dining table. I also brought a drill with me. I did have to screw the base off of this table in order for it to fit into my car. And between the two of us, we were able to fit it into my car. It wasn't a whole lot of work. It was pretty dusty. I have actually already cleaned it up. You know, I vacuumed it, I sanitized it. I have also tightened some screws that were a little bit loose, but overall, it's in really good condition. So I am really curious to know your thoughts on this dining set. Do you think it's ugly? Do you like it? Personally, I think it's absolutely amazing. It is, you know, there's some corners, there's a few blemishes here and there, which I'm gonna make sure that I disclose all of that when I take photos of it and list it. Also, as you can see, there's like these gold casters on the chair, and then there are 3 total like gold covers that are missing. I really don't think that that's going to be the end of the world. There was some staining and whatnot on the chairs, but I actually cleaned it up with a mixture of dish soap, hot water, and a little bit of vinegar. And so I scrubbed all of these chairs down. I think they look pretty good. This one looks a little dusty right now. I don't know if that's a spot or just lighting. I think there might be a little bit of wear. There's some cat fur. And then this is one, I'm guessing that's a cigarette hole burn. So I'll definitely make sure I take a picture of that. My cat has adopted this chair for herself, but I'm definitely gonna have to re-vacuum that chair. You're disgusting. It was really funny because when I first showed my boyfriend and we were gonna go get this set of this, you know, dining set and the chairs, it was kind of hard to tell from the pictures if it was nice or not. It looked like it was gonna be pretty banged up. There was also like a photo of the leaf of the table, and you can see the leaf looks fine and perfect now, but it had this like white, maybe mashed potato stain on it. It looked like it was permanent, but I was able to get it off. So, I mean, the guy just took really bad photos of it, and he originally listed it for $60. But I got it for free because he changed the price for free because evidently he just wanted to get rid of the thing. I was thinking, you know, I might be able to get like $200 out of this thing. And then we showed up and looked at it, and I whispered to him, like, as the guy was walking away, I was like, I think we can get $300 for this. He's like, yeah. And then as we were driving back, I called him and I was like, you know what? Like, this is really nice. I think we can get like $400 or $500 out of this. I think by the time we got back home and set it up here, which as you can see, it's kind of too big for my space. If I'm going to be reselling furniture, doesn't it make sense that I'm going to want to keep everything that I find? Because if I'm doing a good job finding items to resell, they should be things that I like and I would personally buy. So I don't know. I just have to kind of look at it that way. But because we were developing this emotional attachment to it, we're like, okay, we're just gonna list it high. Like, I bet we can get a lot of money for it, and you know, if we don't get that money, we'll just keep it. So we started talking, and we're like, yeah, I bet we could get $800 for it, and if not, whatever. Like, we'll just keep it. Why? Who cares? So, I mean, I've come back down to reality a little bit. I still think that I'm going to play around with the price a little, and I'm pretty sure, I'm thinking I'm going to list it for like $600 or $650. I haven't 100% decided yet. I'm going to wait and see how good I can get these photos to look. And if I can get the photos to look pretty good, then we'll probably go for like $650. Because ultimately, I feel like if I can get anywhere between like $500 and $600, honestly, if I got $200 for it, I mean, that's awesome because I get it for free. But I kind of want to aim high just to see what happens. And, you know, hopefully I'm not delusional. So what I'm going to do right now is get this thing a little more cleaned up. I'm going to probably like clean up this background a little bit, get everything looking nice and tidy, and then maybe even move this couch forward some. That way, I'm thinking the photo will just look cleaner. I might even center this rug. Okay, I definitely put a lot of work in. It took me a little bit longer than I even thought it would. I ended up taking a magic eraser to some spots on the table. I took a little Old English, tried to polish up the wood a little, which I think I don't know if it's laminate. I'm not sure if that's real wood or not. Honestly, I don't know. I don't think it's real wood. Who knows? Anyways, cleaned it up even more. My cat, I didn't realize how bad the fur was on one of the chairs. So I really had to put some work in to get that off. So this is what I ended up with. I ended up putting the leaf in it. So I got the photos with the leaf. I also got photos without it. I took some photos from above. I have photos from basically every angle that I could possibly take. I used up all 10 images that I could actually post in Marketplace. As you can see, like I kind of cleaned up this area a little bit. And then I made sure to take photos of all of the details and wear and damage and everything else. There's a sneak peek of a chair that's gonna be in another video coming up. My house actually looks a bit like a thrift store right now. I'm not even gonna lie. It sucks. I hate it. I listed it at $675. I think I might be crazy for that. Let me know in the comments section down below what you would have listed this table for. I'm curious to see what other people think this is worth. I think that I will not get $675 out of it, but I just want to play around with it like I said, and you know, I'm willing to drop that price on it. I'll just keep dropping it if it's not moving, if there's no interest in it. And then I'm sure I'll eventually get someone interested because it's cool, right? Isn't it? It's cool to me. My mom said something to me that I thought was kind of funny. So she said, if you aren't looking at it with loving eyes, it kind of looks like Applebee's furniture. after she said that, I was like, you know what? It does. It does look a little bit like Applebee's furniture. But, yeah, I still think it's cool. Not gonna lie. I still like it a lot. I mean, come on. Just look at that. Oh, another thing. In the listing, I did say no holds, but if you would like to reserve it, pay with either Venmo or Zelle. So I'm hoping someone just sees it and they're like, okay, well, I'll pay you now for it. And then they'll come pick it up later. Hopefully not too much later because holy cow, I want this thing out of here so I have my space back along with all the other stuff, which you will see in my next video about furniture flipping because I've actually been busy, but this was my first find, so I wanted to show you that first. I did it! I sold the table. Thank goodness. It took quite a bit longer than I expected it to. It really surprised me considering I think it was up for 9 days and I had so much interest in this table. So I started out by listing it on Facebook Marketplace And then I started at $650. I think I might have said $675 to you before, but no, I ended up listing the starting price at $650. I was definitely getting attention on it, but then I ended up moving it over to OfferUp, or not moving it. I also did OfferUp, and then eventually Craigslist also. So I had it listed at all three places. I kind of let the Craigslist listing go. I wasn't really paying attention to it. I was noticing that the initial photo that I took, it looked so blue. It was almost like a teal color. And these chairs are definitely green. It was, I mean, even being a photographer, it's incredibly hard to get the color right on these chairs. So what I ended up doing, just because I thought the green would sell better, is I edited the photos, which is not something I would ever really do. But I feel like in this case, just because the color was not looking right, that it would be better for me to edit it and it would actually look more like the color it was in person. So I definitely wouldn't recommend that you edit your photos, because you really want people to know what they're getting and not be surprised when they see something in person. But yeah. So like I said, I started at $650, and each day I dropped it a little, and I got all the way down to $400, and I was seriously considering keeping this, but it just took up way too much space. It does not fit my space well. It was not gonna work out. So dropped it down to $400. There was a girl that was super interested in it. And I mean, I had been talking to so many people about this. I was honestly kind of over it. So there was a girl that said her boyfriend hated it. She loved it. She couldn't talk him into spending more than like $300 on it, even though she was willing to go a little bit higher for it. So because she was so interested, as soon as I actually dropped it to $375, I messaged her and I said, hey, listen, I just dropped it to $375. If you can come today or tomorrow and pick it up, I'll give it to you for $350. So they were actually in the mountains skiing, and they came on their way back to Denver. They came over and took a look at it, and they ended up buying it. They actually lived like 5 minutes from me, so I even ended up helping them take it to their house. I probably wouldn't normally do that, especially when I thought I was gonna get so much more for it, and then I took $350 and I thought I was gonna get $650. But you know what? I really shouldn't be complaining, because I literally got a table for free, brought it here, cleaned it up a little bit, screwed a couple screws a little tighter, and then listed it, held on to it for a week and a half, and sold it for $350. So 0 to $350, I'd say that's pretty awesome. But I've been pretty busy, and I've actually been kind of a nut job about the furniture flipping thing. So I definitely have some more videos coming out for you. If you want to see those, make sure you subscribe and turn on the notifications, and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. All right, I'll see you soon. Bye.